Every individual is a vibrational being, constantly sending out signals into the universe through their thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. These signals are not silent, nor are they without effect. They carry power to create, to attract, and to shape the very circumstances of life. The truth is, life is not answering what we merely say outwardly. Life is answering what we vibrate inwardly. The words from our lips matter, but it is the vibration behind those words that holds the creative force. Think for a moment of a tuning fork. When struck, it vibrates at a certain frequency, and another tuning fork nearby, attuned to the same pitch, will begin to vibrate in harmony. This is how life responds to us. The vibration we send out resonates with similar vibrations in the world around us. If we vibrate fear, we attract more situations that make us fearful. If we vibrate joy, we open the door for joy to meet us in unexpected ways. Alignment, then, is not a vague idea. It is the science of the soul's frequency. When a person allows their heart and mind to be weighed down with anxiety, resentment, or hopelessness, they unknowingly lower their vibration. In such a state, even the most sincere desires struggle to manifest, for they are blocked by disharmony. It is not that life denies us what we long for. It is that we are not standing on the right frequency to receive it. To illustrate this, imagine trying to tune a radio to 101.5 FM, but leaving the dial stuck at 94.7 FM. The station is broadcasting, but you cannot hear it because you are out of alignment. In the same way, the desires of your heart are already being broadcast into your life, but unless you align your vibration with them, you remain deaf to their signal. This alignment begins within. It begins with the choice to believe in possibilities rather than obstacles, to hold faith rather than fear, and to let gratitude flood the heart, even before the outer evidence appears. Alignment is an inward adjustment, a shift of consciousness from limitation to abundance, from complaint to thanksgiving, from despair to expectancy. And, as soon as the inner world rises to meet the frequency of faith, the outer world must, by law, rearrange itself to reflect that higher vibration. You are not a beggar in this universe, waiting helplessly for life to give you crumbs. You are a magnet, drawing into your orbit the experiences that match your inner state. The power of inner alignment means you do not need to chase after what you desire with desperation. Instead, you align inwardly with the qualities of that desire: peace, joy, wealth, health, or love. And the unseen currents of life respond to your vibration, pulling into your reality the very conditions that mirror it. The greatest gift you have is the power to choose your vibration. You may not control every circumstance, but you can always decide how you will vibrate within it. You can meet challenge with faith, scarcity with gratitude, and delay with patience. And when you do, you lift your energy higher than the problem and tune yourself into the frequency of solutions. Inner alignment is not a one-time act, but a daily practice. Every thought, every word, every emotion is either aligning you with your desires or pulling you away from them. To align means to live consciously, to notice when your thoughts drift toward fear or lack, and to gently redirect them toward hope, trust, and abundance. In doing so, you become the guardian of your vibration, ensuring that it is in harmony with the life you wish to live. The power of inner alignment is the secret doorway to manifestation. It is the unseen key that unlocks the treasures already waiting for you. Align your vibration with the qualities of your desires, and you will find that life begins to echo your inner music in miraculous ways. Every desire you carry within you is like a seed. It holds within itself the complete potential to grow into a magnificent reality, just as a tiny acorn contains the blueprint of a towering oak tree. But a seed can only flourish in the right soil. In the same way, your desires can only manifest when planted in the fertile ground of your inner world, your thoughts, beliefs, and emotions. If you sow the seed of abundance, but bury it in the soil of fear and doubt, it will not grow. If you dream of love, but plant it in bitterness or resentment, it will wither away. The soil must match the seed. The condition of your inner state determines whether your desires take root and thrive or remain only as distant hopes. Our daily thoughts are the gardeners of our destiny. Each thought is a drop of water, or a ray of sunlight feeding the seed. Thoughts of faith, gratitude, and expectancy nourish the seed and help it grow strong. Thoughts of worry, anger, or limitation poison the soil, making it barren. That is why we must be vigilant caretakers of our minds, weeding out destructive ideas and cultivating life-giving ones. Consider this: when a farmer plants wheat, he does not expect corn. When he sows apple seeds, he does not expect oranges. The harvest always matches the seed. Similarly, the thoughts you sow will always yield fruit of their own kind. If you consistently think thoughts of scarcity, you cannot harvest prosperity. If you dwell on sickness, you cannot reap health. If you continually entertain thoughts of rejection, you cannot attract love. The law of life is precise. Like attracts like, seed reproduces after its kind. But here is the hopeful truth: you have the power to choose the seeds you plant. You are never at the mercy of your past thoughts. Every new day is a field waiting to be sown afresh. The moment you decide to sow seeds of joy, peace, wealth, or love, the process of creation begins anew. No past crop of failure or pain can prevent the future harvest when new seeds are sown with intention and faith. To align with your desires, you must speak words that uplift and think thoughts that expand. Words are like rain on the soil of the mind. They either bring nourishment or they drown the seed in negativity. Thoughts are like sunlight. They either give life or they cast shadows. Visualization is like fertilizer. When you see your desires already fulfilled in your imagination, you accelerate their growth. Many people sabotage their own seeds by speaking against them. They may desire wealth, but continually complain about poverty. They may long for love, but speak cynically about relationships. They may dream of success, but confess daily that opportunities are scarce. In doing so, they uproot their own seeds before they can grow. The wise gardener of the mind knows that consistency is key. You cannot plant a seed one day and dig it up the next to check if it is growing. You must trust the unseen process and continue to nurture it faithfully. This is where faith becomes the water of your seeds. Faith says, "Though I do not yet see the harvest, I know it is growing." Gratitude becomes the sunlight that warms the soil. Gratitude says, "I thank life in advance for what is already mine in spirit." Expectancy becomes the fertile ground. Expectancy says, "I know my desires are on their way, for I have planted them in the right soil." When you understand that your thoughts are seeds, and your mind is the soil, you will begin to take greater care of your inner garden. You will become intentional about what you allow to grow there. You will no longer waste time watering weeds of fear or feeding vines of worry. Instead, you will cultivate an inner field filled with faith, joy, and abundance. And just as every harvest takes time, so too must you be patient. Seeds do not sprout overnight, but they are alive the moment they are planted. Trust the timing of life. Continue to water your desires with faith, shine upon them with gratitude, and protect them from the pests of doubt. Soon enough, the invisible will become visible, and the harvest of your desires will stand before you, full and abundant. There is a timeless law woven into the fabric of creation, as within, so without, as above, so below. This is the law of correspondence, and it is one of the most important principles for understanding how to align your vibration with your desires. It declares that your outer world is always a mirror of your inner world. What you hold in thought, feeling, and belief inevitably projects itself outward into circumstances, experiences, and relationships. This law means that nothing in your life is random. Every experience is a reflection of an inner state. Your relationships echo your beliefs about love. Your finances reflect your beliefs about abundance. Your health corresponds to the vibration of your emotions and the harmony of your thoughts. If you want to know the quality of your inner world, simply look at the conditions of your outer world. They reveal the vibration you have been sending forth. Imagine walking before a mirror. If you smile, the reflection smiles back. If you frown, the reflection frowns. The mirror does not judge, nor does it alter the image. It simply reflects what is placed before it. Life operates the same way. The universe does not punish or reward. It reflects. It gives you what you are, not merely what you ask for. You cannot project anger inward and expect peace outward. You cannot vibrate lack within and expect abundance without. The correspondence is exact, and the mirror never lies. Many people live unaware of this principle. They try to change their outer conditions without addressing their inner vibration. They may chase money, but inwardly they hold a belief in scarcity. They may long for love, but inwardly they harbor resentment or fear of rejection. They may pursue success, but inwardly they doubt their worth. The result is frustration, because no matter how hard they strive outwardly, their inner vibration keeps producing the same outer reflection. The path to true transformation begins not with force upon the outer world, but with alignment within. If you want to change your experiences, you must first change your vibration. This is the essence of the law of correspondence. When the inner shifts, the outer follows. When you cultivate peace within, harmony begins to manifest around you. When you nurture abundance in thought and gratitude in feeling, prosperity finds its way into your life. Consider the example of a garden. The soil beneath the surface determines the health of the plants above it. If the soil is rich, the plants thrive. If the soil is poisoned, the plants wither. In the same way, the soil of your inner world, your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs, determines the plants of your outer experiences. The gardener who only trims the leaves without tending the roots sees no lasting change. Likewise, the person who tries to fix outer conditions without addressing inner beliefs finds that problems reappear in new forms. The beauty of the law of correspondence is that it empowers you. It shows you that you are not a victim of chance or circumstance. Instead, you are the author of your reality, shaping it from within. Every time you lift your vibration to faith, gratitude, and expectancy, you polish the mirror of life to reflect greater beauty. Every time you release fear, resentment, or doubt, you remove the distortions that cloud your reflection. Practical application of this law begins with self-observation. Ask yourself, what am I truly holding within? What beliefs am I projecting outward? If your finances are strained, look within for beliefs about lack, unworthiness, or fear of prosperity. If your relationships are turbulent, search for inner patterns of self-doubt, mistrust, or unhealed wounds. If opportunities seem scarce, check whether your inner dialogue repeats phrases of limitation. The outer world points back to the inner vibration, guiding you to the place where alignment is needed. Once you identify the misalignment, you can begin to shift it. Replace thoughts of limitation with affirmations of abundance. Release resentment and cultivate forgiveness. Transform fear into faith by reminding yourself that the universe is abundant and life is working in your favor. This inner work changes your vibration. And by the law of correspondence, the outer world must eventually reflect that higher state. It is important to remember that reflection may not be instant. Just as a seed takes time to grow, the outer world takes time to adjust to the new vibration. Patience is required, but certainty is essential. Trust that once the inner changes, the outer will align. Life has no choice but to echo the vibration you sustain. The law of correspondence is both a mirror and a compass. It mirrors your current vibration and points the way to where you need to align. When you honor it, you stop blaming the world and start transforming yourself. And as you rise inwardly, life rises to meet you outwardly, proving that what is within you is always the source of what surrounds you. When we speak of raising your frequency, we are referring to shifting the vibration of your inner being to a higher, more harmonious level that resonates with abundance, joy, love, and peace. Just as a radio station must be tuned to the right frequency to catch the broadcast, your desires manifest when your inner vibration matches their energy. Every thought, every feeling, every word you speak carries a vibration that contributes to your overall frequency. By learning to raise and maintain that frequency, you create the conditions in which your desires naturally flow to you. Think of life as a great orchestra. Some instruments may play low, heavy notes, others create high, bright tones. Your vibration is the tune you play in this grand symphony of creation. If your tune is filled with fear, worry, and doubt, the song of your life will sound heavy and discordant. If your tune is filled with gratitude, faith, and love, the melody of your life will be sweet and magnetic, drawing beautiful experiences toward you. The first step in raising your frequency is to become conscious of what lowers it. Negative emotions, resentment, envy, fear, anger, are heavy vibrations. They pull you downward and create blocks to the natural flow of life's blessings. Dwelling on the past, rehearsing old wounds, or indulging in self-pity anchors you in lower vibrations. Even external influences, such as toxic environments or the company of chronically negative people, can drag your frequency down if you do not guard your inner state. Raising your frequency requires deliberate choice. It is a discipline of the mind and heart. Begin with gratitude, for gratitude is one of the most powerful vibrations available to you. When you give thanks, you lift your focus away from lack and toward abundance. Gratitude transforms your perspective, reminding you that life has already given much to be joyful for. The grateful heart becomes a magnet for more, because it vibrates in harmony with abundance. Another essential practice is forgiveness. Holding resentment ties you to the lower vibrations of anger and pain. Forgiveness does not excuse wrongs, rather, it liberates you from the chains of bitterness. When you forgive, you release a heavy weight and rise to a higher frequency, where peace flows freely. Forgiveness is not only a gift to others, it is a profound gift to yourself. Joy is another elevator of frequency. Joy can be cultivated through simple acts: listening to uplifting music, spending time in nature, engaging in creative expression, laughing, or simply pausing to breathe deeply. Joy reminds you of your true essence, which is light and expansive. Each moment of joy lifts you closer to the vibration of your desires, for abundance, love, and peace thrive in the field of joy. Faith is also indispensable. Faith is the inner, knowing that your desires are already real in the unseen, even before they appear in the visible. Faith raises your frequency because it aligns you with certainty, not doubt. It says, I am already connected to what I desire, and it is on its way. When you live in faith, your vibration remains steady, even when outer circumstances temporarily contradict your vision. Faith holds you in harmony with the higher frequency of your goals until life catches up with your belief. Visualization is another tool for raising frequency. When you close your eyes and see yourself already living your desire, whether it be wealth, health, love, or peace, you activate the vibration of that reality within. The mind does not distinguish between vividly imagined experiences and those already manifested. Visualization, especially when charged with emotion, lifts your vibration into alignment with the life you are calling forth. Surrounding yourself with positive energy is equally vital. Just as a tuning fork causes other objects to vibrate at its frequency, people, environments, and even the media you consume affect your vibration. Seek uplifting influences, books that inspire, music that elevates, friendships that encourage. Remove yourself from influences that drain you, for your vibration is too precious to be squandered on negativity. Finally, raising your frequency is not about perfection but persistence. You will not always feel joyful or grateful every moment. Life will test you. Challenges will come. But each time you choose gratitude over complaint, forgiveness over resentment, faith over fear, you climb higher. Over time, these choices form a new pattern, and your frequency naturally stabilizes at a higher level. And here lies the great truth. You do not chase your desires when your frequency is high. They chase you. Like a moth to the flame, opportunities, people, and circumstances that resonate with your elevated vibration are drawn into your life. The law is unfailing. High vibrations attract high experiences. To raise your frequency is to step into your true power. It is to remember that you are not a beggar of life, pleading for scraps, but a co-creator with the universe, tuning yourself into harmony with its abundant song. The more consistently you dwell in high vibration, the more effortlessly your desires appear, for you have become one with the energy of all you seek. To live in alignment with your desires means to allow your daily thoughts, words, actions, and feelings to resonate with the reality you wish to create. It is not enough to hope, pray, or dream occasionally. Alignment requires consistency. Your inner and outer life must agree with the vision you hold. When your vibration, beliefs, and behavior harmonize, you become a living magnet for your desires. Imagine a river flowing freely toward the ocean. When there are no obstructions, the water moves with ease and speed. But when rocks or dams block its path, the current slows, and the flow is hindered. Your desires are like that river, always moving toward you, but the obstructions of doubt, fear, and contradiction can block the flow. Living in alignment is the act of clearing those obstructions, so that your good may rush into your life unhindered. 1. The power of daily intention. Each day, set an intention that aligns with your desires. If your desire is financial abundance, affirm that you are already living in prosperity and act with wisdom in your financial choices. If your desire is health, affirm your vitality and choose foods, habits, and thoughts that nurture well-being. If your desire is love, affirm your worthiness and cultivate kindness and openness in your interactions. Your intentions act as a compass, steering you toward the frequency of what you seek. An intention is not a vague wish. It is a clear declaration. It tells the universe, this is who I am, this is what I believe, and this is what I receive. When repeated consistently, intentions shape your vibration and bring your actions into harmony with your vision. 2. Acting as if. Living in alignment often means acting as if. Your desires are already present. This does not mean pretending in a superficial sense. Rather, it means embodying the qualities and emotions of your desired reality now. If you desire wealth, carry yourself with the confidence of someone already abundant. If you desire love, treat yourself with the same care and respect you would in a loving relationship. If you desire health, move and think like one who is already vibrant and strong. When you act as if, you create an energetic bridge between where you are and where you want to be. You align your present frequency with your future reality, and the universe responds by closing the gap. 3. Guarding your vibration. To live in alignment, you must become vigilant over the influences you allow into your life. Negative conversations, destructive habits, and environments filled with fear or doubt can pull you out of harmony with your desires. Guarding your vibration does not mean isolating yourself, but it does mean choosing wisely where you give your attention. If a gardener wishes for roses, he does not allow weeds to choke the soil. Likewise, if you wish for abundance, joy, and peace, you must not permit negativity to take root in your mind or heart. Aligning with your desires means curating your inner and outer world so they support your vision. 4. The role of gratitude in alignment. Gratitude is one of the most powerful practices for staying aligned. It is impossible to be in gratitude and lack at the same time. When you give thanks for what you already have, you affirm abundance. When you give thanks in advance for what is coming, you declare your faith. Gratitude keeps your vibration steady and ensures that even when challenges arise, you remain in harmony with the flow of good. Gratitude turns ordinary moments into sacred ones. It transforms obstacles into lessons. It multiplies blessings. Living in alignment means choosing gratitude as a daily attitude, regardless of circumstances. 5. Persistence in the face of delay. One of the greatest tests of alignment is what you do when your desires are delayed. Many lose faith when results do not appear quickly, and in doing so, they step out of alignment. But just as a seed takes time to grow beneath the soil before it becomes visible, your desires often require a period of unseen growth. Living in alignment means holding your vibration steady during this waiting period. It means continuing to believe, to act, and to give thanks, even when evidence is not yet visible. This persistence proves your faith and strengthens your magnetic pull. 6. Integration of inner and outer life. True alignment is holistic. It involves your inner world of thoughts and emotions, but it also includes your outer life of habits and actions. For example, one cannot affirm health in thought while neglecting the body in action, nor can one affirm prosperity while engaging in wasteful or fearful spending. Living in alignment means integrity between the inner and outer self. It means that your words support your thoughts, your actions reflect your beliefs, and your lifestyle echoes your desires. This wholeness creates a powerful signal that calls your desires into form. 7. Becoming a channel of good. Finally, alignment is not only about what you receive, but also about what you give. When you become a channel of love, abundance, and kindness, you remain in constant harmony with those vibrations. Giving freely does not deplete you, it multiplies your flow. Just as a river remains fresh, because it both receives and gives, your life remains aligned when you allow energy to circulate through you. When you give encouragement, you receive encouragement. When you share abundance, more flows back to you. When you extend love, love multiplies in your own life. Living in alignment with your desires means embodying the qualities you wish to attract, not only for yourself but also for others. To live in alignment with your desires is to live consciously, deliberately, and faithfully. It is to declare through thought, word, action, and emotion. I am one with the life I seek. The more consistently you remain in this harmony, the more effortlessly life will mirror your desires back to you. Your task is not to force or chase, but to align and allow. For when you are aligned, your desires cannot help but find you, just as rivers cannot help but find the sea.